Hey everybody, Antonio from Antonio's Pizza here. I put together a video to show you how to properly flour your dough ball so that it doesn't stick to the peel. This is a big problem for homeowners when they're trying to make a pizza at their house or whatever, and you see it all the time. You see those disaster photos of basically all the toppings all over the oven and the thing is stuck and destroyed. Well, I'm going to show you how you can avoid that and how you don't have to do it. So it's going to be much easier after you watch this video. Thanks. Alright guys, it's demo time. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you guys who are trying to make pizza at home why it's so difficult to get the thing off the peel and how to fix that. So here I've got plenty of flour and I'm on a black surface, so you'll be able to see when I pull this off of here. So here's my dough ball, and what you're going to see is I've already floured it in this container right here, just like that, right? Just like you would do at home. Then I threw some flour down, okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stretch this. Make it into a nice circle. Go down the center, put your fingers together like this. And then come around the outside, then come around the outside again. Okay, so your pizza should look like that, right? Now you notice what happened here. All of that flour disappeared. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit more flour in its place. And I'm going to go around and stretch just a little bit. I'm doing this again to show you how much flour the dough ball will absorb. And what's happening here is you guys are stretching the dough ball and it's sticking to your peel because you didn't absorb enough. You see that? You've probably seen those videos where the Italian guys are going like this and they're doing this with their pie. Well, what's happening is they're slapping it onto the counter and it's absorbing. Like when they go like this, it's actually absorbing the flour underneath it. So if you keep doing this until your pizza does not absorb any more flour, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to get it off the peel. So I'm just going to leave this here for a second. What I want to show you is this. Okay, here's a regular standard, peel that comes with a lot of ovens. Well, if you just watch this, you see how easy that's moving? Well, if I leave it here for 3 or 4 minutes, it's not going to be so easy to move. It's actually just going to come right off. It's going to stick, I'm sorry. It's going to stick to this peel. Because what's happening is this dough is still active and damp, if you will, because the water hasn't cooked out of it. And it's trying to absorb anything that it can. So I'm going to put a little bit more down here. Okay, and here's what we're going to see. So I'm going to stretch this out a little. This dough is cold. I just had this idea and wanted to share it with you, so I pulled it right out of the cooler. So you can see around this outside edge here, it's actually stealing up all this flour. Okay. So here's your dough. Okay. Now, this is a GI metal peel. You see these all over the place. Guys use them. They sometimes put them at the end of the counter like this, and 2 people have to do it. All you gotta do is go like this. So I'm gonna do it from here where you guys can see me. So I'm just gonna go right underneath it. You see that? Not hard at all. Where everybody gets stuck is they try to build the pizza on the peel, and then when they go to get it off, they've squished it in between these little holes and it won't come off. So look, see that? I'm holding it down with this finger right here. See that? I'm pushing down just a little bit to keep it flat against the surface. Then I'm going right under it. Okay? So if you guys do this, where right before you put it in the oven, okay, you throw a little bit of flour on your peel, you stretch it out, you lay it down, right? Give it a second, shake it, and see if it'll move. If it won't move, it's time to abort that. Just get it off there, slap it against the counter to get some more flour, like this. See, it's still absorbing it, right? Then go like this. Now what you'll also notice is when the Italian guys that are doing Neapolitan style, when they're done, they clear the counter. And the reason they clear the counter is because they got plenty underneath here and it's not gonna stick. So if I just put this out here like here for a minute, and then I'll wipe all of this off to show you. This will still go right under it. You see this? You can hear it. It's a 50-50 mix of semolina and whatever flour you use to make your pizza. So get some semolina if you don't have any. Whatever flour you use to make this dough, get some of that. Mix it 50-50. Obviously, you don't need a bowl this big, but get it so that it looks like this, to where it almost looks yellow. Okay? One more thing. Okay. The way to properly launch a pizza is to go like this. You're going to get a little bit of momentum, and all you're going to do is whip it backwards like you were snapping a towel. See that? Practice this on your counter like 20 times before you make your pizza, and you'll actually have a much easier time getting it off the peel. You guys seeing that? Look, the counter's clean. And that's how you do this.